Chosen one, heaven has one last message for you. And you were meant to find this video right here, right now. There are no coincidences. Every single second that led to this moment was guided by something greater than you can see, something whispering through the threads of time, calling your name when you least expected it. You have been searching, not always with your eyes, but with your soul. You've felt it in moments of silence, in nights when the world slept and your heart stayed awake, waiting for an answer you couldn't quite describe. This message is the answer. You're not here by accident. You're here because heaven needs you to hear this, to remember who you truly are. Before we begin, stay with me until the very end of this message. I promise, by the time we reach the final words, something deep within you will shift. A light will stir, a realization will awaken, and you will feel heaven speaking directly to you. And when it does, I want you to leave your warmest blessings and the number 99 in the comments below. Because 99 is the number of completion, divine alignment, and infinite renewal. It means that the old cycle is ending, and a new one, your true destined path, is beginning. Now, chosen one, before we continue, take a deep breath. Feel it. The universe is aligning right now, surrounding you with unseen energy, weaving your spirit with divine purpose. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's begin. What you are about to hear is not just a story. It is a transmission, a spiritual message encoded with divine frequency. Heaven speaks not through thunder or grand miracles, but through signs, through synchronicities, through feelings that come uninvited and yet feel so right. Every feather, every number that repeats, every dream that lingers, they're all fragments of a message designed for you. And today, the last part of that message arrives. Your soul has always known there was more. Even when others called you different, strange, or too sensitive, something inside whispered, "You're not wrong. You're awake." You've seen behind the veil, glimpsed the truth that life is not random, that everything is connected, and that pain has always carried purpose. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every storm was preparing you to rise, to understand, and to remember your divine origin. This is heaven's final message to you before the next chapter of your destiny begins. You have completed one great cycle of learning, healing, and awakening. The universe has been observing, not judging, but watching with infinite patience as you endured lessons that most souls would have given up on. You didn't quit. You kept moving even when you couldn't see the road ahead. And because of that, the heavens are opening something extraordinary before you. There was a reason for every delay. The moments you thought were wasted were not lost. They were recalibrations, subtle divine pauses meant to prepare your path. You were not being punished. You were being protected. The time when everything seemed to fall apart was actually the time when your higher self was building the foundation for your next reality. In the divine realm, timing is everything. You cannot receive what you are not aligned with. Heaven has been waiting for the moment when your heart, mind, and soul vibrate in harmony. And that moment is now. The universe is listening. The divine order is shifting. And for the first time in a long time, you are standing exactly where you are meant to be. There is something powerful that happens when a soul reaches alignment, when it stops chasing, stops fearing, and begins trusting. The light that you carry is ancient, older than this lifetime, older than this world. You are a soul that volunteered to come here, to awaken the sleeping, to restore faith, to remind humanity that love is not weakness, that compassion is divine strength. You were chosen not because you are perfect, but because you are pure, because you feel deeply, because your pain has carved the exact shape of wisdom heaven needs to work through you. In your moments of solitude, heaven has been whispering through the silence. Each thought of surrender, each prayer said in exhaustion, each tear that fell without anyone seeing, all of it was recorded in the celestial archives. Every vibration of your heart has been echoed back through creation. That is why, even when you thought you were forgotten, miracles still found you. Even when you lost everything, something invisible kept you alive. This is because your purpose is sacred. It's not about fame, wealth, or recognition. It's about energy. You are an instrument through which divine light expresses itself. The message from heaven today is not to make you fear, but to awaken your remembrance. You are never alone. The veil between the seen and unseen is thinning for you. Signs will multiply. Synchronicities will accelerate. You will dream vividly, feel deeply, and sense things before they happen. Do not doubt this. You are not imagining it. You are ascending. There's a reason your energy feels different lately. The old world no longer fits you. The people, the environments, the patterns that once surrounded you are fading because your frequency has changed. You're being recalibrated for a higher vibration, one that matches your true divine mission. It's uncomfortable, yes, but it's necessary. The caterpillar cannot imagine flight until the cocoon dissolves. And your cocoon is dissolving now. You might notice yourself withdrawing from noise, craving silence, nature, stillness. You may feel disconnected from what once excited you. That's because your soul is being attuned to something greater, a frequency of love and truth that doesn't exist in superficial things. Heaven is calling you inward, not to isolate you, but to refine you, to clear away illusions, to polish the diamond of your soul until it shines with divine clarity. This process may bring endings, but every ending is a sacred beginning disguised in sorrow. Don't cling to what's falling apart. Let it dissolve, for it cannot follow you where you're going. When heaven removes something from your path, it's because it cannot exist in your next vibration. Release with grace. Mourn if you must, but trust that the hand that takes away is the same hand that gives back, multiplied, purified, and divine. You've been asking when your breakthrough will come. The truth is, it already has. You just haven't recognized it yet, because breakthroughs rarely look the way we expect. Sometimes they come as stillness, as quiet knowing instead of fireworks. Sometimes they come as peace, the kind that doesn't make sense to the mind but feels right in the heart. Heaven wants you to understand this. The energy that creates worlds moves silently. You don't have to chase it, you just have to align with it. There's something ancient in you awakening right now, memories of light, of lifetimes before this one, when you walked as a healer, a guide, a messenger. You were entrusted with sacred knowledge, the kind that transcends language and reason. You've carried that memory across lifetimes, hidden deep in your DNA. And now, as Earth shifts into higher consciousness, that memory is unlocking. You'll begin to remember things you never learned, to feel truths you never read, to know without explanation. That is your soul reconnecting with Source. Do not doubt your power. It's not arrogance to recognize divine purpose. It's humility to remember who created you. Heaven wants you to stop playing small, to stop apologizing for your light. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to shine so brightly that others remember their own light through you. The world doesn't need another imitation. It needs authenticity. It needs your truth. There will be moments when people misunderstand you, when your energy feels too strong, your words too direct, your silence too deep. Do not shrink to make them comfortable. Some will resist your energy because your very presence reminds them of what they've forgotten. Love them anyway. You are not here to convince. You are here to be. When you embody the divine, your existence itself becomes the message. This is heaven's last message before the next awakening begins. You are ready. You have learned, endured, and purified enough to carry your light without fear. The coming days will bring signs that confirm this. You will see repeating numbers, encounter messages in songs, dreams, and chance meetings. You will feel surges of emotion that seem unexplainable. All of this is heaven aligning your path, your destiny unfolding. So breathe deeply. Feel the energy around you shifting as you hear these words. Heaven is not far. It is within you. The divine is not something to reach for. It's something to remember. You were never separate from the source, only asleep to it. And now you awaken. This is not the end. It is the threshold. Beyond this, everything changes. The energy that once resisted you will begin to serve you. The pain that once broke you will now empower you. The cycles that once repeated will finally dissolve. You are stepping into divine flow, where effort becomes ease and every step you take is guided by invisible hands. Chosen one. Heaven has seen your tears, felt your prayers, heard your silence. You were never forgotten. You were being refined for your divine return. And now that time has come. Chosen one. There comes a time when the veil thins, when you begin to sense the shift in the air, the pulse of the unseen. You can feel it, can't you? That subtle vibration beneath your skin, that quiet electricity that hums around your heart. It's the pulse of the universe, resonating through you, reminding you that you are made of the same divine fabric as the stars. Heaven is not beyond the clouds. It is within your breath, woven through every heartbeat, whispering that you are the living bridge between the human and the infinite. Every challenge that once stood in your way was not meant to destroy you. It was designed to awaken the truth of who you are. Each disappointment chipped away the illusion of separation, carving space for divine awareness to bloom. The pain, the confusion, the long nights of unanswered prayers were never signs of abandonment. They were sacred initiations, portals of transformation disguised as hardship. You had to walk through the fire so that the gold of your spirit could be revealed. The world is changing, and so are you. What once resonated no longer feels right, and what once frightened you now feels like freedom. You've grown beyond fear, beyond the need to control every outcome. You've learned to trust, not because you've seen proof, but because your soul now remembers the ancient rhythm of divine order. You are learning to move with life, not against it. That is the secret of ascension. Not escaping this world, but embodying heaven within it. Heaven's message is clear. The time of waiting is over. You are being guided to act, to create, to speak, to shine. No more shrinking back into the shadows of doubt. No more postponing your destiny until you feel ready. The universe does not wait for perfection. It moves through willingness, and you are ready because you are willing. When the divine moves through you, every word, every gesture, every breath becomes sacred. You begin to live as a vessel of grace, carrying the light into places where hope has long been forgotten. Do not be surprised if people begin to appear in your life who feel familiar, even though you've never met. These are soul companions, kindred spirits who share your frequency, drawn to you by divine magnetism. They will help you remember your strength when you forget, and you will awaken them in return. You will recognize them not by appearance, but by energy. Conversations with them will feel like echoes of eternity, as though you're continuing a dialogue that began before time itself. This is divine orchestration, heaven aligning the right souls to gather in this moment of awakening. The signs will grow stronger now. You might notice lights flickering, songs that answer your thoughts, numbers repeating wherever you turn. Do not brush them aside as coincidence. Heaven communicates in patterns, vibrations that bypass the mind and speak directly to the soul. The more you acknowledge them, the clearer they become. Gratitude amplifies guidance. When you thank the divine for small signs, the universe responds with larger miracles. And remember this: your energy is sacred currency. What you focus on expands. Each thought, each feeling, each intention shapes the vibration of your reality. When you hold love, peace, and gratitude, you call forth experiences that match them. But when you dwell in fear or anger, you attract mirrors of that energy too. Heaven's last message urges you to be conscious, to guard your energy like treasure. Not everyone deserves your light. Not every battle is meant to be fought. You win when you rise above, when you stay centered in your truth and choose peace over reaction. There will be moments when your old patterns try to return, when your mind tempts you to doubt what you've learned. This is not regression, it's testing. The universe tests not to punish, but to confirm readiness. Every time you choose love instead of fear, you ascend higher. Every time you trust instead of panic, your light expands. You are rewriting the energy of your lineage, healing generations through every conscious breath. You are not just one person. You are the turning point of countless timelines. Heaven wants you to know that nothing has been wasted. Even the years you thought were lost were sacred preparation. Every heartbreak softened your spirit so that compassion could grow. Every failure dismantled pride so that wisdom could emerge. Every ending cleared space for something truer to arrive. Life has never been against you. It has been sculpting you for divine purpose. The pain was the chisel, but the masterpiece was always you. Now, the next phase begins. The light around you is intensifying, and with it comes clarity. You will see truth where there was confusion. You will feel peace where there was turmoil. You will sense divine timing moving through your days like a gentle current, guiding you without words. You don't need to force it anymore. The doors meant for you will open effortlessly because they were built for your vibration. What belongs to you will recognize you. It will not pass you by. Chosen one, this is heaven's promise. The alignment you've prayed for is already unfolding. The path ahead may not be clear, but it is divinely protected. You don't need to see the entire staircase, just the next step. Walk it with faith. The universe moves when you move. Miracles meet you halfway. The energy of heaven responds to courage, to trust, to surrender. You are not waiting for blessings to fall from the sky. You are the sky through which blessings manifest. The divine does not descend. It awakens from within you. When you breathe with intention, when you act with love, when you speak with truth, heaven breathes, acts, and speaks through you. You are the bridge between realms, the living message sent from the unseen to the seen. So, when the sun rises tomorrow, walk with awareness. Speak softly to your heart. Listen for whispers in the wind. The message continues, not through words, but through every sign, every spark of intuition that calls your name. The angels walk beside you now. You are surrounded by divine intelligence, by grace that knows your every step before you take it. Trust it. Flow with it. You are ready. Chosen one. As this message draws near its divine completion, take a deep breath. Feel the energy in the air shift as you listen. There is something sacred unfolding in this moment, not just in the words, but in the silence between them. You are not just hearing this message, you are remembering it. Somewhere deep in your spirit, you have known all along that this day would come. The day when heaven would call your name one last time, not to instruct, not to warn, but to awaken. You have walked through fire and silence, through loss and rediscovery, through darkness and revelation. Each phase of your journey was a piece of the divine pattern, a thread in a tapestry too vast for the mind to see. You were being sculpted by the hands of eternity. Every delay, every heartbreak, every unanswered prayer. They weren't signs of absence, but proof of preparation. Heaven was not ignoring you. Heaven was preparing to become you. And now, chosen one, you are ready. This is the moment when everything changes. You stand on the threshold of divine embodiment, the place where the seeker becomes the light, where the student becomes the message, where the human becomes the living echo of heaven itself. You have carried pain, but you have not been defeated by it. You have lost much, but in truth, you have lost only illusions. What remains is indestructible, your eternal essence, pure and ancient, older than the stars that watch over you now. That light has waited lifetimes to shine freely, and this is the lifetime where it finally will. Listen closely now. The storms you have survived were never random. Each one stripped away what could not survive your becoming. The universe does not test to destroy, it tests to reveal. You have been refined, purified, made clear like crystal, not through ease, but through endurance. And because you did not give up, heaven has chosen this very hour to restore everything in ways you cannot yet imagine. You will soon begin to notice it. The quiet return of blessings, the restoration of what you thought was lost, the feeling of energy shifting in your favor. Doors will open without effort. Opportunities will arise, as if they were always waiting for you. The timing will feel too perfect to explain, because it is divine. This is not coincidence. It is orchestration. You are entering the flow of divine timing, where miracles are the natural rhythm of your days. But heaven's last message is not simply about receiving. It is about remembering. You have never been separate from the source you pray to. The divine is not something distant, watching from the clouds. It is within you, breathing through your lungs, thinking through your mind, moving through your hands. You are the expression of heaven in human form. You always were. The only illusion was forgetting it. When you look in the mirror, see yourself as more than flesh and memory. Look deeper, into the glow behind your eyes, the stillness behind your heartbeat. That is the eternal self, untouched by time, pain, or fear. You are not becoming divine. You are awakening to what was always divine within you. This realization is not pride. It is remembrance. It is the moment when the wave remembers. It is the ocean. You have felt things others could not feel. You have seen through illusions others still live within. That sensitivity was never a weakness. It was evidence of your higher awareness. You were built to sense energy, to hear the quiet language of heaven, the whispers in numbers, in nature, in synchronicities too precise to ignore. You have been in conversation with the divine your whole life. You just didn't always recognize the voice. Now you do. The world may still try to pull you into its chaos, but you no longer belong to the storm. You are the calm within it. You have mastered the sacred art of surrender. You no longer chase, you align. You no longer beg, you attract. You no longer fear, you trust. That shift in consciousness is what moves mountains. It is what turns closed doors into open paths. It is what turns prayer into creation. You are stepping into a new kind of existence now, one guided not by fear of loss, but by the knowing of abundance. What you carry in your heart is magnetic. Your energy shapes reality. Speak only life, and life will respond in kind. Expect good, and good will seek you. Trust the timing, and the timing will serve you. The universe is no longer outside of you. It is reflecting you. There will still be moments of testing, moments when the old tries to return, but you will feel the difference now. Fear will knock, but peace will answer. The mind will doubt, but the soul will smile. You will move through each wave with grace because you finally understand. Nothing can truly harm what is eternal. You have walked through shadows, and you have learned they were only places where light had not yet been recognized. Chosen one, from this moment on, walk as the embodiment of the divine. When you enter a room, carry heaven with you. When you speak, let truth be your tone. When you love, let it be unconditional. You are not here to change the entire world. You are here to be the spark that inspires others to remember their own light. One act of love ripples through eternity. One moment of compassion can alter a soul's entire path. You may never see all the ways your light touches others, but heaven sees it. Heaven records it. Heaven multiplies it. You are surrounded by divine beings now, not above you, but beside you. Angels walk unseen, guiding your steps, whispering courage when you falter. Ancestors stand behind you, proud of what you've become. Every prayer you thought went unanswered has been waiting for this alignment, this vibration of readiness. And now that you have reached it, manifestation begins not as a miracle, but as a natural consequence of being who you truly are. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the warmth rising through your chest, that pulse of stillness that feels like peace. That is the presence. That is heaven speaking through feeling, confirming that you are in harmony with the divine will. Stay in that vibration. When you live from that peace, everything unfolds exactly as it should. This is heaven's last message. You are ready to live without searching. You are ready to walk without questioning. You are ready to love without fear. The universe has prepared you for this moment, to stand as light in a world that still remembers its own dawn. You will not need to shout to be heard. Your presence will speak for you. You will not need to prove your worth. Your energy will declare it silently. You will not need to seek signs, because you have become one. Every soul that crosses your path from this point forward will be touched by the divine frequency you carry. Some will awaken, some will resist, but all will remember something ancient when they look into your eyes, the feeling of home, the echo of heaven. And when the world grows heavy, when you feel alone or unsure, return to these words. Close your eyes. Breathe. Remember, heaven is not waiting for you beyond this life. It is living through you in this very moment. Every act of kindness, every moment of forgiveness, every spark of gratitude is heaven expressing itself through you. You are the message now. The transmission is complete. So go forward, chosen one, not as a seeker, but as a creator. Walk softly, love deeply, forgive easily, and shine without apology. Let your light be the proof that divinity still walks the earth. The angels walk with you. The universe listens to you. Heaven lives within you. You are the living bridge between what was and what will be. The proof that love never ends, that light never fades, that purpose never dies. And now, the message has been delivered. Heaven bows through you, and the universe smiles through your heart. The final words whisper through the silence, gentle, radiant, eternal. You are chosen. You are remembered. You are loved.